Welcome to the TreeFrog and Smoke Dog show, minus the TreeFrog. I mean, the Smoke Dog.
Smoke dog.
I can't. Yo, let's try this. Take two.
Take
Take
two.
deuce. You know, I can't believe it. Two. We're gonna try this again. So, we got Tony Housh. House. Is that? Did I can't. I keep messing it up.
I know.
Tony, are you there?
I'm here. It's Housh.
I know. I did it again.
Trust me, it really doesn't bother me, man. I'm so used to it.
I know.
I'm sitting here just grinning with you, brother.
I'm like, I said that wrong again. Like I said before, man, I get it all the time with my last name. Fruit snack,
Yeah.
poop sack, nut sack, nothing sack, everything sack. So, again, let's try this again. So we're going to talk about your upcoming tour with Flaw and your feelings about what's going on and you know, the ride that you've been on ever since, you know, you're on the record label and everything. So from your beginning stages of the band to where you're at now, how do you feel about everything that's happened? Like, are you feeling great about everything, or do you wish some things would change, or how do you feel?
Man, that's a good question. It's a big one.
Mm.
I would say that about a year and a half ago, I was sitting around, all of us, and we were wishing there were a lot of things that we could change.
Yeah.
But, you know, since we've went the independent route and we've taken our time with it, and we've built our own business structure, and we don't have things involved that are unnecessary, I feel really good. I know that all of us feel really good about where we're going and where we're headed.
Mm.
You know, it's like, you know, when you're on a label, you have access to more money.
Yep.
But with that money comes more debt and more money that has to be paid out before you ever see any money.
Yeah.
So we've been able to arrange this to where, you know, we're actually able to invest back into ourselves rather than feeding some fat pig that just wants to eat all the time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so we feel good about where we're headed. It may not be the faster route that you can take where you can, you know, you can have the best music in the world and look cool and all those things, but if nobody knows that you're there, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So that's kind of the difference in where we're at and where a label, our exposure is a slower process in getting it out there, but we also have a more true organic process that we work with that we feel more confident in. If someone buys our record, it's not because it was shoved down their throat because a label dropped X amount of dollars. It's because we were able to put a little bit of money into it,
Yep.
and they actually enjoyed it, and we were able to build something that would last us more long term. So, you know, we feel real good about where we're headed right now.
Yeah, and from what I remember of being on in a band that was on a record label, like, for one, our label didn't shove out any money for us. They sucked. But the thing is the money that you usually make on tour is from your merch. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you eat. And you probably get, like, what, 2 cents from your record sales probably? And the money that you make on tour with selling merch is where the money usually comes from. That's how you eat when you're on the road.
Well, yeah, you know, but like going back to what I was talking about earlier, we were able to build a structure to where when you buy a record from us, standing there, you know, at a show, most of that, when a band sells one album, most all of that is spoken for.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We've been able to get it set up to where we can actually make the money off of it and reinvest into ourselves.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
Yeah, and then like our merchandising too. In the past, we were selling the merchandise, but we weren't making all the money off of the merchandise. And so we weren't able to take that money and put it back into our business and build our business. The business just kind of sat there and floated.
Yeah.
And this way we're able to take, you know, our merchandise and whatever else we're selling and actually invest it back into the business and eat. So it's like a double, you know, a double good thing for us.
Yeah.
We can continue to grow and, you know, keep ourselves alive.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
Better situation.
Yeah, and that's awesome. I get, you know, obviously you're in a great fit label too, you know what I mean? And Caustic Method's on the same label as you, and I used to be in that band, and they're great dudes. Hopefully maybe you guys can do a show together, you know what I mean? And
actually, see, the way that we are with Pavement, but we are not owned by Pavement.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
They have invested in us as far as distribution.
Yeah.
But,
so it's almost like Sony Red for Caustic Method.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and we use and Pavement is our connection to Sony Red.
Yeah, there you go.
But other than that, we pride ourselves on being independent, and we operate our what we do. We do our management.
Yeah.
Every single bit of it, and we take a lot of pride. Dawson, our guitar player, he actually recorded and tracked this record.
Nice. See, that's the way to go, man. That's the way to go. When I was in Hell Within, the guitar player went to school for music, what's it called? One went for music engineering, one went for music theory. So it's always good to have somebody in the band to do it yourself,
Well, it was really I don't know that Dawson woke up and said, "Hey, I'm going to start producing records." I don't think that that's really I think that was in his mind for his future, but I don't think that the way that he ended up there was how he intended to. It was really a matter of not being able to get a label to help you out and put your stuff together and get the money and the budget together for it. And so it was like a necessity thing, and Dawson began taking the classes and doing all that, and now he produces bands.
That's awesome.
When we're not there. If you see our video on YouTube for Lights Out, that's all in-house. We shot it, rented the cameras, Dawson edited. We've become a kind of a one-stop shop, and we take a lot of pride in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's perfect. And so speaking of Lights Out, I just want to, get another description of how this song came about so the people that watch this and listen to this, because it's obviously going to be all over the place. You know that I've been pushing it. So, and there's people on my Ustream, actually, that can watch live that is watching and listening right now. So I just want to get a little description of how this song came about for the viewers.
Okay, well, the song Lights Out, we were in the midst of writing music. We wrote about 60 or 70 songs for the record Calamity Scars. So we wrote all this music, but we couldn't get a single back when we were with the label. And we couldn't get any money or funding up under it or anything. We just couldn't get any response. So that song was written when we were kind of standing there going, what the hell's going on? Why is this happening? We've done everything that you've asked us to do, and yet we're getting nowhere. What the hell's happening? And with all of us, when all this happened, as far as the legalities, which lasted a couple of years, it affected all of our personal lives as well. So it made everything just a lot more difficult. And so you have Lights Out, the world's coming down. Yeah,
there you go, man. That's awesome. And so this is Seasons After. On the phone, Tony Housh from Kansas City, Wichita, right?
Well, actually, I'm outside of Wichita right now, but I'm a Texas boy, man. I live outside of Dallas.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can hear the accent. I got the masshole accent. You got the southern accent.
Yeah, am I dragging a little bit?
Yeah,
there, partner?
You are. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing my R's very well.
It's all gravy, man. It's all gravy.
So I'm going to let you introduce the song. And again, Chris Drake, if you're still watching, this is for you. And you can, just give him a shout out if you can and just introduce the song, man, because he's going to be watching you in New York.
All right. This is Lights Out. You can check the video out on our YouTube channel and come out and see us on tour with Flaw. Chris Drake, this is for you, brother.
All right. Thank you. I'll be talking to you. Later.
You just gotta keep going.
When your world comes crashing down, everything seems just a little bit harder. Lights out, the curtains down. Try to move on, but I push back further. This world is crashing down. Everything seems just a little bit harder. Lights out, the curtains down. Lights out, the curtains down.
You can. Welcome back to TreeFrog minus the Smoke Dog show. Yay, we finally done it. We did it. So, yeah, that was actually pretty cool, man. Dude's from Texas.
You like that?
It's from Texas.
He was from Texas.
You can't even tell in the song, though.
I know. I just think that's really weird because, you know, you've always seen the European people that sing and they don't have an accent, and all of a sudden they sound like they were straight from America.
Yeah.
And then again, you got the Green Day guys and other bands that are from California. They're from America.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden
they lose their accent.
They actually gain a European
Yeah.
accent. Where did that come from? But
my mass
it's just
accent's still there. Like, yeah,
a lot of Australians. This dude's obviously from Texas, and he doesn't have any sign.
No.
I mean, maybe if he sang slower and he sang more country, you know, obviously you'd hear it.
Like talk sing.
But I wonder what it would sound like to have like a band like that.
And have him sing like with that accent?
If it's possible, I don't know.
There has to be some band out there that still that has that.
That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
I want to see that. You dig that up for next week's show.
I'll try. What are you doing with the glasses, though? Like,
I wear my sunglasses at night and during the day in the building.
My fiance said that he looks like Kid Rock, minus the hair.
I like to hide behind my glasses.
Why? I mean, it's not like
I'm not pretty. This is supposed to be a radio show.
And I'm pretty?
Well, you got nice T-shirts at least.
What? Shalom, y'all.
That's good. I like it.
Boom! Can you tell I'm Jewish?
I hope it means something totally different in Hebrew and you just can't tell.
No, it just means, like, congrats, like, celebrate type of thing.
It doesn't mean
no
small sack or anything?
No.
No.
Would be cool.
No.
So I want to talk about, you know how you've seen the movie Spaceballs?
I have.
And I mentioned this while we were at lunch. You remember the scene where the alien was popped out of the dude's stomach and started singing that show tune song?
No, definitely don't remember that scene.
Yeah, you do. Come on. I had my head on my fiance's stomach last night because she is almost ready to pop with my son.
Yes, she is.
And kicked me right in the face.
Ah!
Kicked me right in the face, and I
All right.
thought like the foot was gonna come out of his stomach.
Good job, Jackson.
Good job, Jackson.
High five.
High five. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
You don't get a lot
That's
of things.
just weird.
Like respect.
That's weird. It's just weird. And I just want to say, you know, like a lot of stuff's been going on. I'm just very excited, though. I'm excited to become a father, but I'm also nervous.
Well, I would expect so. I mean, that's pretty much a standard feelings from any father, especially your first kid.
Yeah.
I mean, what did you know, obviously you're going to be excited, but at the same time, now you got responsibilities.
Ugh.
Responsibilities, my friend.
Responsibilities.
And, you know, now it's not just...
Me? It's my fiance, my son, and my dog.
Opie, obviously, first concern. Top of
the food chain to save if there was a fire.
Yeah, he might have to get left behind.
Well, I mean, just think about it. I mean, I don't know. I just I'm just afraid. But the world we live in today is just
I would
crazy.
be too.
It's just crazy. I'm gonna be a father.
Yeah, it's scary. Just that fact that you are responsible for another life.
Yeah.
Is just borderline psychotic.
I just wish we could get viewers to call in and chime in because, you know, you brought up the fact when that wasn't even going to be on TV, but now we can bring it up because we're going to have viewers actually. And the fact that you said that you heard a story of some guy nippleizing
Oh yeah, the nippleizing of the.
You know,
It's
and my fiance's breastfeeding, and me in that type of situation, I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You don't know what to say about that?
You know what? I just don't know because in the ultimate situation, let's say, there's so many other reasons or ways that you could go about this, but for whatever reason, the father was put in a position where the only way to get the kid to stop crying was to let him nurse on his nipple.
Yeah,
And of course, I think that's luckily the kid won't remember it because that would traumatize him.
I think so.
But I feel like there's so many other options before you get to that point.
Yeah, a bottle.
I just your finger is better than your nipple.
Or you can pretend and just put the bottle here and then put the baby up like this and pretend.
I know. I just don't. I don't
My
know.
fiance's breastfeeding. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I will let you know, but I don't think no, I just can't do
Nope.
it. Just can't do it.
No.
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 I don't know about you, but I think we should play another video.
Okay.
I think we're gonna Chris, Jake, if you're still listening, we're gonna play another video for you, and we're gonna play my friend's Red Equals Meltdown. And
Wait.
first, we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna play my friends in Red Equals Meltdown.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Because it sounds overexciting. You might overexcite people to put both of those back to back.
Why?
No, it's a good thing. We'll do that. Let's do that. We'll be back in just a few.